would require planning.
Who does that?
Not it.
Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3. Let's get some more. Have your hands. Some more. Let's get some more.
Well, hello, as Patrick says, and welcome to My Whiskey Den, where craft whiskey is king. We have the couch couple with us again.
Yay.
They're in the same room, folks. And we will start, as we always start, with paying the bills that don't exist, getting the money that we don't get. We are proud members of the Bar Cart Co-op, which is a collection of friends who create content for the whiskey and other distilled spirits public. The Bar Cart Co-op YouTube and Facebook pages have information about upcoming and past special shows, which happen about every quarter. There are blind tastings, distiller panels, discussions of special collaborations, and the usage of unique grains. The Bar Cart Co-op has educational and fun episodes for your enjoyment. And the oldest one in the group is Distillers Talk, hosted by Alan Bishop and Christy Atkinson. It is a conversation with people from distilleries and distillery adjacent that gets into deep and sometimes off the rails and back again discussions with their interviews. New episodes arrive at the end of the work week. And if that is not nerdy enough, please check out One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute. This is where Alan Bishop answers any questions about distilling and often puts them to the test. It could be individual grains, entire mash bills, equipment, or methodology. New episodes come out randomly, so subscribe. And then there is the Bourbon Turntable, home of the silkiest voice on the internet, where they mix the love of music with the love of whiskey. There are conversations with musicians, writers, distillery folks, and common folks about music and whiskey. It releases every Wednesday on all your platforms, including YouTube. And then we have If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. It is a show about the spirits and paranormal among us, as well as the unexplained and the spiritual. Subscribe on Spotify to get all the seasons. And last, and I don't just mean last because he is dead last in our fantasy league. Last, but certainly not least, Mr. David Levine. David does a great job taking notes. David does great tasting notes. David does a good job with his website. David does a really good job with his awards, but he sucks at fantasy football, coming in 10th place in a group of 10 for, I believe, the second year in a row. David Levine.
Go, David.
So there. Yeah, Dave. That's
Someone's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. Someone has to do it. So, Mr. Patrick is possibly not joining us. He said he was going to acquire a couple of kids for short term. I don't know what that means, and I'm not asking any questions. But Wisconsin is a lawless land, as we all know. So we were going to talk about our year in review, as we have done every year that we've been doing this. And I went through calendar-wise and went through all the stuff that we had gone through as far as some of the whiskeys and also some of the guests. So I don't know if you guys want to do that. We'll just lead off and we'll go through the month of the, because that was the only way I could remember stuff was to look at the calendar.
Yeah, that sounds great. Because
otherwise it's all a blur.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
it does meld together after a while, especially when you're older. So January, my not that it was the only guest, but my big guest that we had was Jake Wallish, who took over distillation at Northern Waters. Yes. And Peter had been on 3 times, Mr. Peter Nom, and Jake had some shoes to fill because Peter was making, as I'll say, in a very, very positive way, whiskey better than he had any right to. Actually, any distilled spirits better than he had right to, because he's in a resort area. He didn't have to make it that good, but it was good. Mm-hmm. And I think Jake, the stuff that he sent us, He sent us the peated malt, which you guys had tried before, and the Fox Red. And I know then there was a couple of ones that we'd had before, but those two in particular are like, good job.
And then he, when we went to Distill America, he made the fig.
Yes, the fig vodka.
So
That was so good. I went back through there. I tasted everything that he brought. I made multiple visits. And all right, now it's time I'm going to try this. All right, now it's time I'm going to try this. And he was. I look forward to paying a visit up there and seeing Jake and hanging out with him because
absolutely,
yeah, I think he's doing some darn fine work and a nice guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And he seemed at least as far as him, his plan of taking things over, he wasn't afraid to try other weird stuff like Peter had.
Which, thank goodness.
Yes.
We need more of that.
We do. We need a lot more of that. Yeah.
They also had the elderflower.
Elderflower was good too.
That's right. It was.
But it's good, but it's not fig.
Yeah.
The fig was fire.
The fig was pretty good. I ran into some people and they were saying how they were from Wisconsin, and I said, "Oh, well, we're at Wisconsin." "Oh, it's really north. You wouldn't know where it is." It's like, "Well, where is it?" And they said, "Minocqua." Like, I've heard of Minocqua. And I said, "Have you ever been in Northern Waters?" And they go, "We love Northern Waters." Of course you do. And we were talking about stuff, and the fig was brought up. So I thought that was just really cool to meet someone randomly in the wild who was a fan. So very cool. And we had to move it up in February, which this is a recurring theme throughout most of the year, and we ain't done. Started the Omaha series.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember when we started it, and I was like, oh Lord. Was it last year? Was it this year? It's all a blur.
Again, blends together.
It really does.
Yeah. And Emily, you ain't wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're here now, Spencer, and that's what matters. But yeah, the Omaha, which will come up quite a bit, I think, as far as recap and stuff from the year, because there were 60 some samples that were dispersed.
Sounds about right.
Roughly.
Yeah. And
Somewhere
again,
around
we
there.
probably have about 6 or 8-ish to do still.
Yeah.
So we'll figure that out. And then we did the Ben came to talk about Benji came home to talk about the Kentucky Artisan releases and their because they started putting things out under their own label. So
It was exciting.
yeah, it was really cool. I had been prior to that, like a month before, gotten to do the soft preview of what they were doing, which was a barrel your own and trying some special whiskeys that they were putting out for their tasting room, which was really cool. It was like a lounge with leather and all kinds of stuff. So I'm looking forward to trying to go back out there again, even though Ben is no longer there, but just trying the stuff that Kentucky Artisan had, because contract distillers know how to distill.
Yeah, that's their job.
And a variety of stuff. And they had a pretty good variety, and they purposely put some stuff out that was young. That I thought was pretty cool. So, oh my God, Dave is here.
Yeah. Welcome.
And Adina. Or I'm sorry, und Adina. David und Adina. So
what did we try the other week that we were like, Adina's got to get a hold of this?
We've tried a couple things lately, but the vodka was one.
please explain the vodka.
Explain the vodka?
Yes.
So I moved from Nebraska to Michigan, just in case you were wondering. Good move. Don't really recommend Nebraska if you are attempting to vacation. And I work at a distillery that turns milk permeate into ethanol. So basically lactose is a sugar, so it can ferment, and anything that can ferment can become alcohol. But it is a alliance between MMPA, which is the Michigan Milk Producers Association, and a company that makes vodka, which is vodka made from milk out of Canada. And they were gracious enough to bring everybody down some samples. And it is really good. It's different than the 10-head vodka. The vodka is sweeter by like a very substantial margin.
Very sweet.
And you have any ideas on why that is? Is it the Canadian sweetness, or is it something else that they're doing?
I don't know. I think it might be just the process that tin heads use, because they're using effectively the leftovers from cheese making, whereas I don't believe vodka uses cheese permeate. They use the permeate. Well, I don't really know what they use the permeate from, but I think it's from ultra filtered milk. But that is a guess. So it just probably leaves different things behind.
Yeah.
Another one was the cherry from Traverse City.
Oh yeah, Traverse City puts out a cherry whiskey, and we tried that, and that was surprisingly good.
Yeah,
It's not,
I've had that as well.
it's not.
It is
too
not what I
sweet.
thought it was going to be when I ordered it. And then when it showed up, I was like, well, all right. And I went in with medium expectations, and it was like pretty good.
Yeah. I went in with very low expectations. I was
Yeah.
expecting cough drops.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, this is actually really good.
So back to the vodka. Was it? I assume that not flavored in any way. It was just clear spirit.
Just regular old vodka.
Interesting.
But it's surprisingly sweet. It would make very interesting cocktails.
Do they? The vodka. Do they do flavored versions?
Not vodka. They specialize in cream liqueurs.
Oh,
So they separate the lactose out from whatever they get, because that's what they distill, and then they use what they have behind to make the cream liqueur base. So they have a lactose-free cream liqueurs. They brought down eggnog, chocolate mint, and chocolate orange cream liqueurs. I haven't been able to try any of them because I let everybody else have first grabs, and they all took those, and I ended up with just straight vodka. And they are all gone from what I understand, and they got them 2 weeks ago, so they're pretty good.
all right. That actually sounds pretty darn tasty. You gotta like what the Canadians do.
Yeah.
They
Unless
keep
it's
all the good stuff for themselves.
yeah, well, I mean, why wouldn't you?
I mean,
You can get it. The problem is it's imported from Canada, so you have to pay duties and shipping fees. I found it on one random site in America, and it was like $50.
no.
And I was talking to them, and they're like, "Yeah, it's like less than 30 Canadian." And I was like, "Oh yeah, no, that sounds
It's
a
like
lot
$5 American.
better." I know, right? Maple syrup bills.
Damn it. Well, yeah, that'll have to be on the list of things to acquire.
Yep, I'm working on it.
All right, cool. So another February highlight, which was a lot of homework, by the way, Emily. And so we did have to do a lot of work and a lot of planning, and then also planning for the aftermath. And that was the snack cakes with Chef Paul.
I missed that.
That was sugar.
I think I still need fat pants from that episode.
It was, yeah. I was still looking back. I went through and I saw my notes from that. No different. I mean, it was fun to do that, but it was a lot to pair in one night. Even though it was a long show, it was a lot to pair in one night, and the homework was a bit much. Because after a while, you're just like, I'm done, and I was just trying like one or two things a night, and it was like, okay, but it was still a lot. But then just to put them all together that night, it was just, it's like John Candy staring at that last piece of gristle on the plate. Like I don't want to eat it, but I know I have to. Yeah, that one was rough, but fun. Then as we got into the spring, that's when the Omaha, we really started flying on stuff, but we'd had, because of the Omaha, Viker and Emily came on and we went through their stuff, and I'd had the Honor brand before, but trying their Temperance River Rye and that Aquavit and that herbal liqueur, that Viker herbal liqueur, that was an early thing on my list of specialty distilled spirits, because that was fantastic.
Yep. So the Jake's Cigar Bar in Lincoln carried a lot of the Viker stuff. So I would get the Last Word made with just their products when I went there every once in a while. And gosh, it is so good.
Yeah, I wish we could get stuff like that down here, but I have to travel. I mean, I'm sure that there's ways to acquire things, but it's not like I need it. It's just that I want it.
I mean, alcohol's all about want, right? If it becomes about need, that's the issue.
The ones that I found, like the stuff like the Viker, actually a lot of Viker is carried at Ace Spirits, and Ace does ship to me because I do get stuff from Ace.
Nice.
But which and we'll get as we get down to that. But the Knowlton House stuff, I wish there was a way to acquire that Knowlton House, because I've been really stingy with the gin, and people that have come over that are big gin people, like, I really want you to try this. And they all have a very similar reaction of it's like, yeah, it's just
good.
And then they, because I have them try it just neat, and everyone, they do the same thing. They're like, it just coats your whole mouth. Yeah, it does. It's really good. But
I forget. Oh, I know this is jumping ahead a little bit, but when we did the show with them, which I think was in June, was it gin aged in mezcal barrel, or was it vodka?
Gin.
It was gin, and I remember that was. I was ready and set to be terrified of it because I don't like mezcal, but oh my gosh, that was so good.
Yeah. And the gin and rum also experimental. It's like, these are good experiments.
You should experiment more.
Yeah, these are really good experiments. And then we got into the spring with them, and one of the Omaha standouts for me was that 477 chai, because that was it was crazy. Like, it's chai.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so good.
Yeah, ran into that guy again at Distill America.
Yep.
Yeah. So he was there, and I was like, "Oh, hey!" And he's like, "Hey, right?" And he's like, "You look mildly familiar, because you don't run across a lot of people who look like me." Yeah. And I was like, "I was at the Omaha Whiskey Fest," and he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't remember a lot of that." I was like, "There you go."
Not a pro. Well, yeah, a pro tip for Whiskey Fest: make sure you can remember it, or really any trip. But another one is from standouts, because I just going through like the stuff we tried through that month, was that Corsair pot distilled barrel gin that you had sent as part of the Omaha as well. That was very good.
That was one of the last things they made in Kentucky before they shut down.
Yeah.
And transferred everything to Tennessee. They kept their gin skill still in Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm curious what it's like now. But
I don't know.
It's only one way to find out. Have to get into that. And then as we get into spring, then of course we have Distill America, which of course we did a whole show, more than one show about Distill America, because that's how we roll, because we like it. But Distill America, always a good time. Already have my tickets for this coming year.
Same.
Yep.
I booked a hotel already. So
I'm trying to get a fellow Som to come. He moved to Minnesota. So I'm like, well, it's right there. You border it now. And we're trying to get our neighbors to come this year.
Nice.
It's like, well, what are you doing in May? Not a lot. Great. Well, come to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yes. You should, yeah. And so I have not talked to friends that have come with me before. I don't know if one of them will do it again, because he's been off of spirits for a while. So I don't know if he will ever go back on, and probably doesn't want to make the trip just to be a designated driver. So
That's fair.
that would be fair. But yeah, so I am always looking forward to Distill America. It was a good time. I was stingy again until I wasn't, which was at the end when people were not pouring tasting pours. And they started pouring more, and I wasn't dumping enough. And then the only time I'll ever say that J. Henry was a mistake was the J. Henry after party. That was a mistake because it's going all right. You walk in the door, here, try these now. And they're all cast strength. Oh, and then there was another cast strength. And I was like, okay, let's play video games. Yeah, and then no.
And then you don't remember much.
Oh, I remember. It's just I'd had too much. That's yeah. And I don't like doing that. So because then you just get weird. Or at least I do.
Spencer, yes, May 30th.
Yes, May 30th, 2026 at Bree Stevens again. So tickets are available, but I'm assuming all the VIPs are gone.
Maybe.
Only one way to find out.
After I got mine, I was just like very self-centered about that.
Yeah.
I got mine, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm out. I made sure to get mine. I'm good. But yeah, so yeah, plan to do that one. Of course, what'll happen is like they keep doing. I know they've moved the dates around a couple of times, but it'll probably end up being the same weekend as the Texas Whiskey Fest and as every other whiskey festival that's going on, like they did, like last year. It was the same as Texas and another one. It's like, well, so you miss a lot of people from doing that. But yeah, as we talked about Knowlton House a little bit, they came up after Distill America in June, and not only was the whiskey good, but the cheese that is made by the family is quite good as well.
Yes.
Could have used a lot more cheese. And I would like to, as much as I would like to buy the whiskey and have it shipped, I'd really like to get some of that cheese.
What cheese did you have?
I'm pretty sure it was the Gouda.
Okay.
And then there was another one I'd have to go back and look at the list to see, but it's quite tasty.
We had white cheddar, I think.
I think so, yeah.
And it was chef's kiss.
Very good.
I smoked some white cheddar today.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
I did. I smoked a lot of cheese today.
Cheese.
So I don't have to do the day job until Friday. But no, I did white cheddar, provolone, some mozzarella, and I smoked some cheese sticks. And I did a batch in hickory and a batch in apple. So it is now currently resting. So it will be a day or two before I check it all out.
Shannon says the text.
Oh, go ahead.
I did not realize that sentence was continuing. My bad.
Oh, no, you're good. That one?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
So
Yes,
that's
keep an eye on that. April in Texas won't be too hot.
just be 80-ish.
Yeah, that's all right. It's better than 95, but yeah.
The first one at the Whiskey Vault, they had it in August. Oh my gosh. If they had it in a pool, it would have been better. But that was about the only way they were getting away with it.
I'd like to go to that some year. I wish I could have gone to it the first or second year, especially the first year, really.
Yeah.
But because it'd been a lot easier to go. But I am at such a low level, I will never get tickets. So unless I were to go down there and work it somehow. But anyway, be fun to go sometime.
The first year was great just because it was a smaller community.
Yeah.
And it felt, a little more tight knit.
Yeah.
And then as you get bigger, you're just like, who are all these people?
Yeah. It's a bit much to try to look through the stuff in the group and things, because it's just like, all right, there's just too much here. It's just Used to be you could get on there because you knew everybody who was on it. Even though there was a lot of people, you knew everybody. And some people didn't say stuff that often, and others did all the time. And still, but you could interact and stuff, and it was nice. And you know, everybody got the inside jokes and everything else. And yeah, now it's just a bit much. So that's how it is. But also in June, we went down the Scotch Road, which was very fun to do because we don't do that very often as far as on the show. But we had a big old Scotch night from the Omaha, and every freaking one of them was really good. Not that I would think that you'd throw one in there that we would think sucked by any means, but we had a
solid possibility.
I mean, no, but even still, if you threw something in and we're like, you want to try something weird? Like, yeah, I'll try something weird. Actually did try something weird a couple days ago. It was I'll look up the name here in a minute, but it was a blend of Scotch with Irish.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. Actually, here, you talk amongst yourselves. I'll tell you exactly what it was because I was
going to say so Keeper's Heart is Irish blended with American whiskey, and then they have that like AYO World whiskey that Suntory puts out that is American, Scotch, and Japanese, I want to say.
Yeah.
But I've never had a Scotch blended with an Irish.
So it was the Oceanus Hibernicus blended malt whiskey, delicate smoke of Scotch malt whiskey blended with the sweetness of Irish whiskey. It has whiskeys from Highland, Speyside, Lowland, Islay, and then just the Irish whiskey doesn't say. But it was at a 43%, but very pleasant. You could definitely tell it was a blended Scotch, and then that Irish hit. And then I had another sip of it, and it's like, oh no, their Irish kind of carried a tone across, and then you kind of moved up and down in the Scotch. Jesse's had it. Yeah, it was $35.
Oh,
so
wow.
I know I wouldn't mind trying that or buying that at some point. Just because it was just nice. It was like, oh, okay, you could just very easy. You could make it background, but it doesn't have to be background. You can also just sit there and go, oh, this is quite nice. So $35 doesn't break the bank either. But yeah, we had the Scotches. You had the Alexander Murray 35. Thank you. That Black Adder. Also, thank you. The Lagavulin Distillers Edition. Thank you again. And then that wall-to-wall Cat's Eye. 19-year-old blended.
So good, wasn't it?
It's really good. And then, you end up picking up a couple, and one of them's pretty much gone.
It took me way too long to get them to you. Sorry about that.
It's fine. It's not like I don't have anything else to drink, but that was delicious.
It really was. And the price was insane. It was substantially cheaper than everything else. Substantially. Yeah.
And very, very nice. So, Jesse, we get together again. I'll make sure that we'll break that sucker out. Oh, Spencer has it too. Of course you do, Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer lives out there.
Yeah.
That is probably, so it sounds bad to say this, but every good memory I have about Nebraska involves alcohol. So, like,
most Nebraskans would say that.
Yeah, I would.
Alcohol or football.
Which normally very intertwined, but
yes,
like just the people I met at Jake's Cigar Bar, and then just some of the wild things I found out there, because I never had Cat's Eye before outside of a bar before moving to Nebraska, and it was just thrilling to be able to try all their stuff that I could get my hands on. Yeah,
there's a reason that you can't get it everywhere. I mean, it is truly a Midwest thing. It's certainly more of an upper Midwest. But I can see, what's the one? The blend. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it. The NASA Family Reserve. I've seen it around here. It's a very nice blend. and I think it's around $40. So if you see it and you're kind of wondering about it, it's a nice blend. It's a blend of bourbon and rye. That started off as a blend for Jean's wedding, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of expanded off of that. But all the other Cat's Eye stuff that I've had, I think it gets overlooked unless you've had it before. The Krupnik, that is fall and winter in a glass. That stuff is so stinking good.
I still want to find that. I haven't yet.
Yeah, I need to find another one too. I wish I need to do what I did the last time, which was I drove across southern Iowa and stopped and hit small towns, and that's where I found it. So yeah, need to try to find that again because that was wonderful. Then so we move on. We got it. Actually, we're getting in the summer with July. Of course, there was much more Omaha where we'd gotten the Revelton Rye, which I found a Revelton Rye. It is not the same rye as what was sampled. It is different. Of course, the one that you sampled, it was sweet, almost candy like, but not like I've had some ryes that are candy that's just like kind of like a short-lived, like a not very good hard candy where there's no lasting flavor. Yours is straight up candy with lasting flavor and delicious and sweet. The one I got, it was just a rye. It's like, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't that rye. So I'm on the lookout. But also the fabled mulberry gin, which
so good.
Yeah,
it is so good. I've gotten so many people to buy it because it's down here. I don't know how you could still necessarily call it a gin when it's below 40%, because I thought that was a rule.
Can you do slow gin below 40%?
There's got to be more rules. Maybe maybe the flavoring. Oh my God. In the Facebook comments. Dear God, how are you, good sir?
It's been a minute.
That's another trip that needs to happen, is going up there to Silver Fox.
Yeah.
Talk about keeping all the good stuff up in Canada. Good God. But yeah, that gin mulberry was good. And I've well, actually, no, it was just yesterday. Somebody was looking for something. They didn't know what the people drank, but they knew they kind of like sweet and they kind of like fun. And I told them to go get the mulberry and some Sonic Ice and get some and they said that they had some cherry limeade, and so they were going to do a cherry limeade with the mulberry gin.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
So Revelton also makes a cream liqueur, and if you mix that with the mulberry gin, oh my!
I've had the coffee cream below 40s liqueur. Yeah. But again, things happen with labeling here in the United States. So, and maybe there's more rules to it in the US where you can still call it that. It's just a question that I had. So, yeah, I had the Revelton cream was the coffee cream was the first thing that I ever had from them. And I was surprised. Really, really nice packaging too, by the way.
Yeah, I would agree.
Wow. Got the Mark Show. We got to have them back on again too.
13 gins. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Mark doesn't play around.
Good luck. That's intense. It's like
talk about having fun and just doing what you want to do. Yeah. Get to watch it from afar. We'll have to figure out how to smuggle. We need to smuggle the what was it called? The vodka and the Silver Fox. That sounds like a buddy movie.
Instead of Coors across Texas.
Yeah. Vodka and Silver Fox.
There you go.
It's our CB handles. So then part of more of the Omaha stuff had that Rieger barrel aged gin. Talk about people that keep it. Well, Rieger's best stuff, my opinion, Rieger's best stuff is at Rieger. I like Rieger's the bourbon and the rye. I do like them. The Kansas City whiskey is different, and people compare that unfairly to other whiskeys, and it's not. You don't compare that to a bourbon or a rye because that's not its intent. Jesus.
Jeez, how do you have time to make anything else?
Wow.
And how many flowers are you killing to make this lavender gin? You're like the homicidal maniac of the lavender population.
Mark, we're going to message you. I want to get you guys back on, and so we can do an update, because I'm pretty sure that the distillery has changed a bit since the last time. I see some of the posts and pictures on there, but I'm not a very good Facebook person. And then the other one was, you had the Leatherby absinthe, charred oak absinthe. That was really good. There was a lot of good stuff in the Omahas, but there's been some standouts that I've saved. I trickle changed them. Yeah. Or trickle tasted them, I should say.
The rest of it out.
Let's see. Then as we get into the fall, we had a whole bunch of stuff aside from Liberty Pole and made Morgan like peated stuff.
That peated rye is amazing.
Both peated and wheated. Have you ordered your wheated Liberty Pole yet?
No.
So I got on to try and order some stuff, and I accidentally did the in Pennsylvania shipping option, and I had like 5 bottles in the cart. And then it was like, you can't do this. And I was so sad. So I did the out of Pennsylvania option, and they didn't have any special editions in there. And I just got like whiny and just stopped off without ordering any of them. I was like, I wanted the special ones.
Just see if they'll ship to a P.O. box, start a P.O. box in Pennsylvania, and just go get it.
I have friends in Pennsylvania, all right?
I was born there, but, I don't think
so. You didn't say, "Do you know who I am?"
I haven't done that, but I might have to.
I got some pals in Pennsylvania.
So why don't we just have it shipped to their house instead of a PO?
There you go.
Pittsburgh and Philly.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. I got a niece in Philly. Planning a trip out there this summer to go visit because of the World Cup. Croatia is playing in Philly, so we probably aren't going to the game, but we're going to go watch it as a family, because that's what you should do. Then as we get it, aside from the Liberty Pole, which again, everything that Tom had sent there was great. Then we got into, it was Bourbon on the Banks time, and also other special stuff time. We had the Iron Root Mother of Texas Whiskey, which was really, really good. But the Bourbon on the Banks also coincided with getting stuff from Old Homestead, their actual released stuff, which, speaking of diabetes, was the Sunshine Spirits, the flavored stuff was just like, wow. But fun, a lot of fun to play with, fun to do stuff with. I've had fun with the lemon drop, cherry. But man, that root beer and that butterscotch, from the time I taste them and still till now, I've got to get some to my sister, because I was describing it, and I'd said it's just like grandma's candy dish, both of those, which I know was the intent, but they were total sense memories on those. But really good stuff. And that 9 herb charm was a lot of fun. And now that it's cold enough, I feel like I can go ahead and use it and put it in tea. As he said, a lot of the local ladies have been buying it to put in their tea.
Sound like my type of local ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Local ladies near you want to put 9 herb charm in their tea. Do you?
Click.
Might have to try that.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I think it was green tea was one, because it does have some green tea taste to it, but warm green tea. And I think I want to say it was the Earl Grey, but I could be wrong. We'll have to ask. But there was specific tea that those Indiana gals were putting it in. So
you have to ask. But yeah, I see Mark says he has an absinthe now, which I'm only incredibly excited about that.
Yeah.
The computer's really far away, and I saw that word and managed to make it out from here. So that's pretty good. Absinthe.
Yeah. All sounds great. We may not be able to sample it, but we can sure as hell talk to you about it. I'd be happy to do that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. It's all medicinal. But then we had, let's see, as far as that, we also had, I finally got to have the Loop River Rye, which Mitch, that was wasn't that your rye of 2024?
Yes, or 2025.
Or
Wait,
2025.
this is 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2024. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Super good.
That was very good. That was definitely a standout. And then I'd gotten a hold, well, back in the spring, I'd gotten a hold of the Manitani peated single malt, peated sherried single malt, which I think, Morgan, did you have that one?
I did.
Because I think there was 2 peated ones that you were cool with.
Yeah, I think that was the other one. The
Okay.
sample bottles, I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure that was the other one.
Okay. You may not be a convert, but you found some common ground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch is drinking a peated scotch tonight, and I'm trying not to.
Duncan says, "Hey."
Yeah. Duncan says, "What about peated scotch?" But yeah, I can smell it from a ways away.
At least it's not the super funky rum.
This is true.
I've gotten even more of that now.
Nice.
One of them's literally called Rum Fire.
That sounds really good, though.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. So then a couple of things that I got to try. As far as that, the Old Homestead stuff. There's the Loop River, and then we had what was the other ones that we got to try? We got into a lot of Gary's stuff because you had the Queens and the Queens Reserve, and I had to go to St. Louis for work, and so I actually stopped by there and I picked up a cast strength of the Queens Reserve.
So good.
It's really good. It's really good. I'm looking forward to trying more of Gary's stuff that isn't on shelves. I'm seeing more of his stuff on our shelves, and actually some of the cordials I've seen on shelves in town here,
Nice.
but not all of them. And people also are kind of dumb about how they price them.
Yep. Managed to pick it.
I could drive over there and buy it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I picked up his allocated corn and persimmon cordial online, so they ship.
Have you explored all of the allocated corns?
So all three of
three?
them. I think the shoe peg's my favorite, just because it is like coffee cake, very heavy.
Nice.
But not saying I don't enjoy the other two. I just really like coffee cake.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say who doesn't, but I'm sure somebody will say they don't like it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Everybody's wrong sometimes. That's okay.
That should be the new lyrics to Everybody Hurts. Everybody's wrong.
Does it need new lyrics though? I mean, it kind of does, but
It kind of does.
yeah. But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of catches up because we've obviously been playing around with not being on because we've all had you guys have certainly had your hands full with moving and Morgan's pleas for attention and stuff like that, but she's upright and smiling, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
or at least semi-upright. We are sitting.
Yeah.
You are sitting. And we assume you're wearing pants, but we always assume.
We could be. We could not.
That's right.
Maybe it's that not knowing that makes it exciting.
That's why my camera starts right here. I could be wearing crop tops every Monday. You don't know
that'd be
that.
amazing.
At least
Do we-
our hands are in plain view this week, so we don't have accusations like last week.
Yeah. Well, you consider the source, which wasn't me, but yeah, we've got this year's. I would say it's not been our easiest year for putting stuff out, but I think hopefully this next year will be better. Maybe all three of us have had our own things going on, so hopefully things will be different and more consistent at least, and we can have more fun with it. and hopefully this year we'll see each other more because I think is Distill America it?
I think
I
so.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
think that's
wild.
about it. I know. So yeah, we'll have to remedy that. But yeah, so as far as we've got everything else for the last year, you guys have anything else to bring up?
Yeah, sure.
Uh-oh. He's reaching.
These are the sample bottles from Bosaw that I am
Oh,
tasting. So this is the right after they got dumped into the barrels, what they taste like, and I'll be getting the next samples in February.
nice.
Start seeing how they're coming along, and then hopefully have the final blend out within a couple months.
Nice. Very nice. And then where will that be?
Europe.
Oh, okay.
And my house, because that's one of the contingencies I have. It's like, hey, if I make this, I want a bottle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully you get a little bit more, but
if I get one, I'll be okay. But still,
yeah, that's
So
cool.
it'll be a special bottle. Oh, hey, you know me? Do you know anything about this? No. Okay, well then you can't have any.
Well, as I say, you got to have like your bottle, but then you got to have some Wedling bottles too.
Yeah, I mean, I got other bottles that
I know,
use
but
with
you know, something you could whip out, say, well, you know,
Wedling.
hello, something to do with this.
Oh, I'm not gonna make the terrible jokes that I want to about whipping out a little something, but
I mean, go ahead.
I think I made my point already.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We've been exploring Michigan distilleries.
Yeah.
So we have 3 distilleries within 20 minutes of us here, which is kind of awesome. So we live in Portage, which is just south of Kalamazoo, which if you've ever heard of Bell's Beer, like Bell's Oberon, that's where Bell's is. They have 2 distilleries, Green Door Distillery and Kalamazoo Stillhouse. And then over towards Battle Creek, which is about 20 minutes away, there is Gull Lake Distilling. I went to all 3. They're all really good. Got bottles from all of them. Gull Lake, their bourbon is fantastic. I got 2 different bottles of that. Kalamazoo Stillhouse, I love their rums. They do a funky rum, as well as a solid bourbon and Navy strength gin.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have to be sending that. And then Green Door Distillery, I love their Amaro the most of what they make. But they are also apparently trying to get on Gary's bad side because they make a green Oaxacan corn bourbon.
Okay. Well, but the question is what wood are they using?
I doubt it's Chicopin.
Yeah. And also, how are they treating it?
As far as I know, it's just in a barrel somewhere for 4 years.
But is it a full 53 gallon barrels, or are they using?
I don't know. So I went there after, like production was done and it was just a bar. So I did the tasting at the bar and they were bartenders. It's like, so do you know how this is made? And they gave me like a very, well, it's bourbon, so it's corn. And it was like, okay, so you are a bartender. Sweet. You are not the person to ask about nitty gritty, in-depth scientific details about the whole distillation process. So can't give a lot of details on those.
That's all right. This means you have to go back at some point.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I went there, I think, my second day in Michigan and was like, hi, I'm new. What do y'all do here? And they're like, well, we drink. Do you like dive bars? I was like, sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's the upper Midwest.
Interestingly, I saw something about the Midwest. There's corn Midwest and casserole Midwest.
Well,
And
there's got to be a big overlap in Iowa.
I think it's more corn than casserole.
I
It's
mean,
like Nebraska
there's a
was
lot of
typically
corn, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of casserole going on.
I believe it too, but I feel like we moved from Kentucky, which I consider to be fairly Midwestern, like the start of casserole Midwest, to Nebraska, which is fully corn Midwest. And now we're at Michigan, which is fully casserole Midwest. It's just something interesting to think about.
Was Minnesota casserole Midwest?
Absolutely.
I like the that Midwestern mom on Facebook she has a whole series within her show that is salads that aren't actually salads, and they're like the Jello salads and whatnot. And my favorite one is when she made a salad of donuts from Quick Trip.
It's a salad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a Midwest. You can make a salad out of anything.
Yep.
Yeah, literally. Especially if you add mayonnaise.
Yep.
This is
And
true.
Cool Whip.
Yeah. Mayonnaise. Not real mayonnaise. Got to use the stuff that's not really mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Duke's is a foreign name to them.
Yeah,
But once you've had Duke's, it's kind of hard to go back.
it really is.
True statement.
Yeah.
They sell it at Aldi now.
I know, and it's because I the last 2 or 3 times that I've gotten it has been at Aldi, and
Yeah,
it's like $2 cheaper than it is at the grocery store.
they don't even sell it at grocery stores around us. We have to get it at Aldi.
No, I got it at
Oh.
Walmart.
In Michigan?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I have to reevaluate my opinion on Walmart in Kalamazoo then.
Yeah, stores around me have had Duke's, but then for a while, but then once Aldi started getting it, along with the other fantastic things that Aldi carries, like their wonderful cheeses
And Pfeffernuss.
and the Pfeffernuss. Did you get your Pfeffernuss this year?
I did, but I'm also on a diet. So I only got 2 bags.
You didn't get any to like put aside in the freezer? Okay.
No.
There's still part of the one bag left if we want to
I
put it in the freezer.
But I can't eat it until I've lost like 50 pounds.
Yeah, I didn't do any of the Halloween treats, the Christmas treats that normally would. Had some people brought stuff over, but yeah, not like we normally would get snacks and stuff like that. It was not that was not happening this year, and I have to say I didn't miss it. Not to the the volume you'd always get of like, here, have this, and people bringing stuff into work. It just didn't happen that much. So
one of the new employees at work, his wife apparently loves to bake. So every time he comes in, he brings in a new tray of cookies. And I'm just like, I don't want to have to fire you. But if you keep doing this, like I can't take it off the table.
Yeah. I mean, you can always thank you. You can take one, have a bite of it, just don't finish it.
So the problem is, apparently they're really, really good. So every time he brings them in, everybody just goes for them. And he's like, hey, Mitch, do you want one? And it's like, yes, but I can't. So everybody else can eat them all. And everybody's like, yeah. And it's like, dang it.
I can't because I'm your boss. It's in the handbook. You should have read it.
Well, I get to write the handbook if I really want to.
Yeah, no cookies. Ooh, frog-eyed salad. Okay. I don't know. I've never heard of frog-eyed salad.
Neither have I.
I'm assuming it's a type of barley.
I was thinking it'd be black-eyed peas.
Mm.
I don't know. There's 2 people for sure that know that answer. Mark and Emily. And we'll find out shortly. So, but yeah, that was basically, I mean, that was our year stuff of getting things ready. We're getting our list together for our annual awards, and which means something. At least as far as going back through your best of. We've had some really good stuff this year. And,
Yeah.
And I was very, very happy with, but as I was going through the list, and then I finally got to get a bottle of something because I couldn't see it forever, and then finally got a bottle of the Big Label Jack, the Heritage Barrel Toasted.
Ooh,
It's very good.
I believe it.
It's good. There's just a silky creaminess to it that is just really, really nice. And then I went back after getting one and found a place that that did I don't know, they had like 2 dozen sitting on the shelf. So and then I went back there a couple days later and they still had almost that much. So
Oh, wow.
I don't know if everyone's just been satisfied, especially because state of Missouri got on I guess it's a test pilot or something or other that basically Buffalo Trace, not all of Buffalo Trace, but just Buffalo Trace, the label is no longer allocated, and it is on its shelves or on the shelves everywhere in the state of Missouri at its proper price of around $21 a bottle.
Nice.
But anyone who lives over on the Kansas side don't get it.
Hmm.
They got to cross the state line to go get it. So everybody's just been, every time you see them in the store, they're buying it. Grocery stores, whatever. People are buying it. It's like, guys, it's supposedly not going away. But it seems like that's what people are buying for everything else because they couldn't get it for the longest time, and everybody's just buying it like crazy. So, so that's fine. Buy it all up. Leave the other stuff for other people. I'm all for that.
So Adina, we are petting Duncan. So
gets his scritches.
he's never been pet before, interestingly.
I'm sure.
This is his first time. That's why he looks the way he does.
He's also never been fed.
Yeah. Or walked.
Yeah.
Or loved in any way.
No.
Oh, our dog is, well, it's on topic to what we're talking about right now, but our dog, who will act like he's not been fed once he's been fed, and will do kind of similar to what cats do. Where it's just like, you haven't fed me. It's like, you just ate, but you haven't fed me. So he got 2 dinners within about 10 minutes last night. And that, what's happened when people coming and going, and he didn't know, and he acted like he hadn't ate. And so, yeah, he got 2 dinners back to back, and he was a happy little potato. So
yeah, I bet.
I'm sure.
So Duncan will eat his food and then go to the other person and whine and then walk towards his dog bowl like he's never eaten before. And if you don't and if you're like, hey, have you fed him? And it's like, yes, you're like, oh, somebody's not getting another dinner, and he'll just keep at it. And once he realizes you're not going to do it, he'll switch to, I want to go for a walk. I want to walk towards the door. And you're just like, oh my gosh. What a turd.
Hasn't had DIN in years. That's probably why he's being like this. All right, that works.
that's all right. Now we're about done anyway, and we get to see him. He's a good boy.
I'm very hungry, and you are made of meat, so I'm going to be very close to you.
Yeah.
There.
If he had opposable thumbs, he could make his own dinner, but that is not the case. There he is.
Get the star of the show. No, you got to stay, Duncan. No.
Now he's going to leave. All right. Well, I think it's probably enough. It's probably enough of us for everybody.
Yeah. Enough of me, at least.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
So you got dogs to feed and other things to make happen. So, but yeah, we'll be getting all of our stuff together for our awards. And Mark, I will hit you up so we can get you back on again, and we can get a nice big tour of what's been going on differently at your distillery. To answer your question, yeah, I think that has a little bit to do with some of the things they're able to find. But given that we also have to deal with states' rules and distributors being what they are, and I'm close to a state line, so I can join. I can go over and pick something else up that I can't get in my own state, But sometimes that I can see the same things that I can get for not a great price match. I've seen 15 to $20 a bottle difference. Like Henry McKenna bottled in bond for $72 at more than one store in around that price range. And then also seen it on the Missouri side for like the upper 50s, and then it dropped down. Now it's like 51 or 52, which is still too high. But stuff like that, I'm hoping that things will set itself right, because
when it was a $30 bottle, it was darn impossible to beat. Now it is in the middle of the amazing bottle pack price wise, and it's just not worth it in my opinion.
One of the other than the fact that I've liked their store, Ace Spirits, one of the things I really liked about them, they always had McKenna, and they had it at the store, and it was around $25, and it was right after it won the award. The one single barrel won the award. Their honey barrel won the award. And I told them how I was impressed that they hadn't raised the price yet. And they said, we're not going to raise the price on any of the stuff we already have. They haven't raised the prices on us. We're not going to raise the price on it. Like, you know what? Good on you. And I appreciate you being that way. But then it wasn't long after that, then everybody around, distributors, everybody jacked the price up, ruined it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hopefully we will see more stuff right itself as it should. We shall see. I'd love to see some more good Canadian stuff come down here, but
yeah, that'd be handy.
It's always good. So, all right. Well, with that said, I think we should call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duncan's getting Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a Nancy Duncan.
We don't.
So, all right. Well, as Pat says, it's not the size of the den that matters. It's the love of the whiskey. So cheers to everybody. Stay safe. Have a happy new year. Have a safe new year, please.
Absolutely.
Hopefully everybody comes back. And, as a dearly departed friend of mine would always say, the good Irish boy said, going out on St. Patrick's Day and New Year's is for the amateurs. So
there you go.
Stay safe and hug the ones you love.
Indeed.
All right.
Cheers.
Now, if I can find the buttons, I can do things to cheers out. Hey, I didn't even drink out of my glass. I'll have to do that in a second. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.